So it's a Saturday morning, just after 9 a.m. and my sister and we decided to walk into one of the biggest open markets around the capital city of Ghana, Accra. This is called MADINA. And as we climbed this overhead bridge, we crossed to the other side to go into the open market to shop for some fresh farm produce and other groceries. It's going to be an interesting ride, and I want you to follow us. So as we're walking into the market, this is the roadside of a place called MADINA Zongo Junction, where people are selling their wares. Some are selling shoes, some are selling, clothes, and others are hawking various items. This man you see in your picture is more like a help. If you buy something it's heavy for you, he places it on his cycle here, a unicycle I believe it is, and then he transports it to where you want to take it to at a fee. So by and large, this is our first stop. We wanted to buy some yams, and here you are just turn the camera to see the other side of it, but I'll come back to the yams because the first thing that we decided to buy was yam, and then the yams, when you buy fresh from the market like that, they're a bit cheaper, and cheaper than you buying from the supermarket. And so this is the yam that we buy. There's the young man selling the yam, and then we got something. It's interesting to be in Africa. If you've not been here before, over the course of the times, I hope to bring you more videos from other African countries. But if you remember in my last video, I was flying from Schiphol Airport to Accra, Ghana, as I said. And of course, it's important that I bring you shots from Ghana, so you know exactly where I traveled to. Very lovely place. It's not. We do have open markets in Europe and other places, but those ones in Africa are really, really special and really interesting to see around. The next thing we decided to buy was beans. There were these young men working on a project for me, and the previous day I told them I was going to bring them food, and being young and able men, they really do eat a lot, and so the only food I could decide on to send to them was beans and gari popularly known as gobe in our language, and so we bought beans as well, and that is what we got there. And then here my sister is buying something else as well. Yeah, she was buying, we were supposed to be buying groceries and fresh farm produce, and she decided to buy either some earrings or something for her daughter, and that was it. And so we moved across again, and then we going to continue with our shopping. And this is a very tight area. This driver decides to make a U-turn here. Very, very, very strange. But those are some of the funny things and interesting things that you definitely find across when you decide to come to Accra, Ghana. Yes, we are buying these contemporary. Contemporary is reminiscent to what is called spinach in the European market. It's leaves plucked from cocoyams, but like I said, it tastes just as spinach. In fact, it's more delicious than spinach. And so if you do not know about it, you may want to try it sometime if you get a chance to travel to Ghana. It's called contemporary or cocoyam leaves. And I must apologize for some of the the footages, because it was as we were shopping, and I was the one carrying the let me say the wallet as well, and so occasionally I get a bit interrupted, like this point when I had to take money from my left to give to my sister over the other side, and so please pardon me when you have such unprofessional shots, but this was a very amateur filming. So we move on, and next point we're gonna get something else. Here we are. I think my sister bought some tin tomatoes. She bought some oil and then sardines also, I believe, from this particular shop. Let's see if I got them right. Yeah. And over here you can see other people busily going about their businesses, and somewhere along the line you see young ladies carrying trays. These are people who are called, like this particular young lady here, these are called kayayi or kayayu. These are young ladies who carry wares. Like myself and my sister, somewhere along the line we picked one, because as we kept on shopping, the loads became so much we couldn't continue leaving them with the sellers, so we had to pick this young lady with this tray. And so whatever we buy, we put it in the tray, and then she carries that whilst following us. Eventually we got one, and you will see her within the video alongside. Yes, so these are kayayu, like I said. Those young ladies are called kayayu. What are we getting here, girl? We are getting fresh palm fruits. Fresh palm fruits, and this is what we use to prepare palm nut soup. Palm nut soup. Yeah. Okay. So we got it, fresh palm fruits, and then this girl I think is buying something else. I don't know. So these are sellers as well. People are carrying stuff on their heads and selling. That's very, very common in Africa. I've seen those in Nigeria. I've seen those in Cameroon. I've seen those in Togo, and a few other African places that I have been. And so I believe that is not peculiar to Ghana alone. And here we are getting the palm fruits, as I said before. Overall, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you how much we spent on everything that we bought, and it's equivalent in the US dollar or the euro. Very interesting place to be, Madina market. You can see this lady carrying this plantain. Obviously has been contracted by somebody to carry. Just like I said before, these are fresh pepper, fresh okra, fresh plantain, a lot of fresh stuff, and that is why it's lovely to be here on this market early in the morning. You're gonna get very organic food items to buy to prepare healthy meals for the family. Lot of kayayis you can see around. They're all carrying their trays, waiting for somebody to call them. Hey, can you just join me as we shop around? The roads within the market are really tight, but you still see cars driving through, sometimes a bit dangerously, against the people selling around. But it is what it is. That's what they do here. Yeah. When my sister is buying, it's called more money. It's called more money. Funny enough, these are kinds of fishes that have been salted and placed somewhere to have a bit of a stinking property. And then the African, let me say the Akent tribe of Ghana believe that thing gives aroma to the food they cook, especially when you prepare some stews and soups, you know. And so that is what my sister is getting. She's going to eat that alone. I'm not proud. Anyway, and so she got that as well. Like I said, this is really tight street within, but this big car is driving through. I believe the market women do understand, so sometimes when the car is coming, they just try to, you know, draw back a little bit so the car can pass. Then they bring their wares, you know, back again to where it used to be. Interesting stuff. Interesting people all over the place. These are yams, plantains, and then ripe plantains as well, what we popularly call cocoa, or like my daughter would say, cocoa. Yes, and you can see this lady here. My sister called her, just like I said. Okay, so this is one of the kayayus, and then she is negotiating with my sister as to how much she's going to charge if she carries all our wares all across the market, and then finally takes it back to our car. So she was asking, is it across the street? Then my sister said yes, and so they are negotiating as to how much she's going to charge. And then you see the stern face of my sister, because some time ago somebody cheated her. She agreed on a price, and then when they got there, she said, no, this has been too long a journey, so I'm going to charge more. So this is our girl. That is a kayayu my sister has contracted. So what you do with the thing she's carrying, whenever you buy something, you place it in her tray, she'll be carrying it around. But what happens is some of them are bad people, so anytime you put your stuff in those, you have to take the lead and you follow her closely. Otherwise, if she's behind you, she might abscond with the produce that you've bought with your hard-earned money. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so there we go. We're gonna buy some other stuff, and so we're moving. But hitherto, lots of the stuff that we bought, we had left with the sellers that will come back and pick them. And so until my sister decided that we got this girl, every other thing we bought, we left with the sellers. We'll come back with this young lady to pick all those ones from the sellers before we get into our car eventually. Okay, here we are. We're getting something else. Let me see what we bought here. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's oranges. We bought oranges because I was having a bit of throat itches, so I needed extra vitamin C. So when we saw the oranges, my sister got us buying those ones. And yeah, so this young lady here sitting down here was selling oranges. I don't know why I didn't film the oranges, but very fresh oranges. And so yeah, we got oranges from this young lady. I was pointing out what I wanted, but I didn't film it. Wow, that's too bad. A cinematographer. Yeah. We moved on, and here I believe my sister got Tom Brown. Yes, she got Tom Brown from that shop. I still see people selling their wares, since are selling water. And they're selling tin tomatoes here. You can see this young lady. and so we keep on shopping. This is called Banchimori and Emori. If you've ever been to Ghana before, or if you've ever gotten close to a Ghanaian, even in the diaspora, this is one of the popular foods they eat. Corn dough and then cassava dough. Okay, so these two are mixed together to prepare what is called banku in Ghana. A very, very popular dish in Ghana, and it is similar to what is called sadza in Zimbabwe, or ugali in Kenya, and maybe also close to what they call pap in South Africa. Not exactly as pap, but it's very close. So that we're going to buy that in a huge quantity, because that is a very common food and easy to prepare. So even at the time that you're feeling lazy, you don't want to stress up preparing food for the family, you can just get cassava dough, corn dough, you mix, put it on fire. After some minutes, you got food for the kids. So there we go. We're gonna buy that one here. This is the seller. And I stand to watch. This is a girl who is carrying the wares. And as I stand to watch this is the quantity my sister decided to buy for 70 Ghana cedis, and it was quite a deal, because I mean, you get it for more expensive price if you decide to buy by the roadside or within the residential area. So over time, stuff are becoming heavy. The kaya you're carrying our stuff is beginning to feel the pinch now, because we kept on adding and adding and adding, and so on we go. Continue the shopping.
Hey,
Some time ago, somebody asked me, why are people carrying stuff on their heads? Now you know. Some are selling, and some are also helping people that are shopping. Okay, so this is what we have here, and it is what it is. It's Africa, a very beautiful, beautiful place to be. If you've not visited Africa before, a very fine moment to do so. Good. So at this point in time, we were going back to where we bought the yam to pick the yam for the lady. And here we go. My sister had left us at this point in time that she was going to shop for something else, and so we should get all the stuff into the girls' tray and then move to our car. And here we are going to our car. Eventually, everything we bought was just about 600 Ghana cedis. 600 Ghana cedis. I can tell you for sure that is about, let me get my calculation right. So, if you're talking about the dollar rate at that point in time, now the dollar was 1 Ghana cedi is to $1 is to 12, and so 600 cedis divided by 12, that is about $50. Wow, that's so much foodstuffs for the price of only $50 US, and that you can convert to euro or pounds depending on where you are. And that is our experience on the Madina open market at Madina Zongo Junction until we continue to move to Accra, and then I give you a glimpse of a walking tour on the streets as well. Please enjoy, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so and share for others to enjoy as well. If you've not visited Africa before, please do well, because Africa is a very, very lovely place to be. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.
One bit of my 5 city, 2 city, Aboye. The seminar Saturday, come and dorsum. Baby, I will hear my face. Minia Mema, enemy of my mutual, will be to me, Janama Bossum. Be to me, Janama Bossum. And so said, when you may bake him, one more time on the day I saw her. May I saw it 3:30. Ohima. Leya kasa sediri sabre ni eba fode na no beto aforbo so ametu preachers no upon them wonu sentimi ko gina da den kede nkere urade ma wu no di siam se upon them asof ono pemi ya me ma mo to urade ohere so mi mu kakara wase
undo nyame